5 types of social power. Legitimate power. A president, prime minister, or monarch has legitimate power. So does a CEO, a religious minister, or a fire chief. Electoral mandates, social hierarchies, cultural norms, and organizational structure all provide the basis for legitimate power. This type of power, however, can be unpredictable and unstable. If you lose the title or position, your legitimate power can instantly disappear, because people were influenced by the position you held rather than by you. Also, the scope of your power is limited to situations that others believe you have a right to control. For example, if a fire chief tells people to stay away from a burning building, they'll likely listen. But if he tries to make two people act more courteously toward one another, they'll likely ignore the instruction. Reward power. People in power are often able to give out rewards, raises, promotions, desirable assignments, training opportunities, and simple compliments. These are all examples of rewards controlled by people in power. If others expect that you'll reward them for doing what you want, there's a high probability that they'll do it. The problem with this power base is that it may not be as strong as it first seems. Supervisors rarely have complete control over salary increases, managers often can't control promotions by themselves, and even CEOs need permission from their boards of directors for some actions. Also, when you use up rewards, or when the rewards don't have enough perceived value, your power weakens. Expert power. When you have knowledge and skills that enable you to understand a situation, suggest solutions, use solid judgment, and generally outperform others, people will listen to you, trust you, and respect what you say. As a subject matter expert, your ideas will have value, and others will look to you for leadership in that area. What's more, you can expand your confidence, decisiveness, and reputation for rational thinking into other subjects and issues. This is a good way to build and maintain expert power and to improve your leadership skills. Referent power. Referent power comes from one person liking and respecting another, and identifying with her in some way. In a workplace, a person with referent power often makes everyone feel good, so he tends to have a lot of influence. Referent power can be a big responsibility, because you don't necessarily have to do anything to earn it, so it can be abused quite easily. Someone who is likable but who lacks integrity and honesty may rise to power, and use that power to hurt and alienate people as well as to gain personal advantage. Relying on referent power alone is not a good strategy for a leader who wants longevity and respect. When it is combined with expert power, however, it can help you to be very successful. Coercive power. This source of power is also problematic and can be abused. What's more, it can cause dissatisfaction or resentment among the people it's applied to. Threats and punishment are common coercive tools. You use coercive power when you imply or threaten that someone will be fired, demoted, or denied privileges. While your position may allow you to do this, though it doesn't mean that you have the will or the justification to do so. You may sometimes need to punish people as a last resort, but if you use coercive power too much, people will leave. The dominant type of social power that I see at Weill Cornell Medical College is difficult to determine. I would say it's mostly contingent on a situation, but primarily fluctuates between referent and expert power. These two social powers are most aligned with the academic environment in which I work. Depending on the situation, I and my colleagues feel like we are influencing others through our knowledge and expertise in a given area or subject, as well as our ability to influence others through our track record of running successful programs, services, and projects. Our referent power comes from the fact that the medical library is a respected and trusted department in the university, and with that responsibility comes the ability for us as faculty to wield a certain degree of influence in any given situation. Our expert power is also derived from our collective ability to answer tough questions and assist researchers and clinicians with patient care or quality improvement projects. Our expertise as information professionals comes through and is reflected in our presence of expert and referent social powers in the organization. The alpha dog concept. Alpha dogs in an organization are the few key leaders with position authority, current or recently, who have driven the most economic value while having the greatest positive impact on the people in an organization. They also have credibility with their peers and with everyone in the organization. A good definition of an alpha dog is someone who is in a position of authority and most credible, and those who drive consistently high-value performance. Expertise, credibility with peers, and consistent high-level results are the primary indicators of an alpha dog.